Yo, what is going on, guys? It is your boy Pup. We are back with week 3 of the PCPL Little Cup Draft League. Today we are taking on Fauster and the Cincinnati Ryukyus. We'll go over their team and what we are bringing, but if you guys do enjoy the Little Cup content on the channel, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Honestly, super fun format just because you never see any of these mons used anywhere else. But getting right into it, Fauster has a Pawniard, which is one of the best Pokemon on the board. Really scary. They also have Dupiter, so potential webs, which is annoying. They have Hippopotas and Drillbur for a nice Sand Core and a great spinner there. Growlithe, which is a huge threat to our team. Intimidator, Flabebe, just a solid fairy. They also have Elekid, who's blazing fast, just like Voltorb. It has a ton of coverage and destroys my team, really. Fletchling, which has Gale Wings, and it's also an annoying normal flying type. Grimer, and then Beldum, which definitely will not come. So versus them, definitely worried about that sand, also worried about the webs. Pawniard is super scary as well because, you know, if we ever give it a Defiant boost or anything, it just destroys my team with Sucker Punches. Or if we just let him get a Swords Dance up, you know, we're kind of screwed in that. And we definitely don't match up too well into it. But we're going to start off with Timber, which is the one mon on our team that actually does match up real well. We can just one-shot that thing with Mach Punch, which is really good. Even if they're, you know, very physically defensive, Eviolite, we should be able to destroy them with just a Mach Punch so they can't even touch us at all. But we have Ice Punch, which allows me to hit the Fletchling, the Drillbur, the Hippo, and then Poison Jab for the Flabebe, just in case it ends up coming. Next up, we do have the Shelder making its debut with, you know, just a normal Shell Smash set, Skill Link, Icicle Spear, Rock Blast, Liquidation. A ton of attack on this thing. So if I get a Shell Smash up, I should be able to sweep unless they have Scarf Elekid, which I do very much expect them to have. I don't have a ground type. My only resistance, I mean, I have Hisuian Voltorb, which resists electric. They do have potential like Ice Punch, which is scary. So I feel like they definitely run Scarf on that just to make sure I can't sweep them easily with this or the Sandshrew. Next up will be the Voltorb, a little bit more of a bulkier set, I think, this week. I'm not super fast just because I expect to be outrun by Elekid anyways. So we're just Volt Switch, Leech Seed, Giga Drain, Sub. Pretty much this idea is I can, you know, set up a Leech Seed or Sub in front of most of the things on their team. And I should be pretty safe versus that. You know, potentially a Hippo lead, Drillbur lead that wants to get up rocks or something. We can, you know, force them out, click Leech Seed, click Sub, and be in a good spot. We also have a Choice Scarf Gothita. This is really nice for being able to, you know, revenge kill something like the Hippo, the Drillbur outside of Sand, Growlithe, Elekid if they're not Choice Scarfed, Grimer. You know, all those mons have a huge, you know, provide a lot of issues to my team. So if we're just able to, you know, trade Gothita 1-for-1 with anything on their team, I'd be really happy about that. Obviously cannot touch the Pawniard with anything besides T-Bolt. So it might be, you know, be able to come in for free after that, but Timber comes in for free on Pawniard, so I'm not too worried. We also have the Sandshrew here just because I don't want them to get their webs up. I don't want them to get rocks up, anything like that. So I have this spinner. We have Earthquake as well that can hit something like the Pawniard or the Growlithe if they wanted to bring those out, even the Grimer. And then Ice Shard is really good to break the Gale Wings on Fletchling. And, you know, it's just really solid against their team too. You know, if Drillbur is trying to sweep me, I can hit it with a very strong 18 attack Ice Shard. And Swords Dance, just in case, you know, we end up getting the speed boost, Earthquake, Ice Shard, you know, it looks pretty solid. And then our big wall of the week is going to be Gimmighoul, rocking in the chest form this time. This mon can eat up hits from Drillbur all day, eat up hits from the Elekid all day, which are really the two scariest threats to my team. If we do end up getting hit by like a bug move or a dark move or anything like that, we're going to get a speed boost, which should allow us to outrun the super defensive threats on their side. And then we have Nasty Plot with Rest and Sleep Talk, so we can actually, you know, be very, you know, we can live forever. And as you might notice, pretty much every mon on my team besides Gothita has Eviolite. It's just so good in this Little Cup format, but really good on this mon. All we need to do is get Fletchling out of the way, and then I should be able to honestly just destroy their whole team, besides potentially Pawniard, depending on what kind of HP they sit at. That is going to be about it for me. See you guys in the battle. All right, we are connected here. Let's see what they ended up bringing. Very expected, definitely. They could have webs with Dupiter, which is scary, but not the end of the world. What am I surprised not to see? Honestly, I mean, this is just, you know, super duper what I expected. I'm sure I brought stuff that they expected as well. And we could easily see a Dupiter lead. I think that's the most popular. Obviously, they did not bring the sand with Drillbur, which means I could have brought webs of my own because they don't have any removal. I guess they potentially have defog. And I could have brought rocks too, but I did not do either. We have our own spinner though, so that's not really too big of an issue. I'm just gonna lead off with the Voltorb. Obviously, they do have the Elekid. That's a pretty decent counter for me, as they can run Fire Punch on their thing, or even Ice Punch. But Fire Punch is obviously just better with like Sandshrew and Vulpix on my team. But good luck, have fun to my opponent. Yeah, I mean, this thing just outruns most of their team. They do just lead the Dupiter. I mean, this should obviously just be, you know, something clicking webs or something like that. Leech Life here would hurt, for sure. Yeah, Leech Life, I mean, if they're like potential Adamant set, could just destroy me. I don't think it would ever actually kill me though. And I almost want to Giga Drain, predicting the Elekid to come in. But I think I'm just gonna substitute this first turn. Kind of show my cards here. They might want to go hard out to Elekid, so that's why I'm doing this. You can always Leech Seed my health back, Giga Drain it up. And we can spin away the web, so we don't really care that much. Let's see, what do they end up doing here? They do stay in. So, not quite what I expected, but it's not a big deal. And they're gonna Bug Buzz. That goes through my sub. That's unfortunate. Alright, we're just gonna Volt Switch out now. Obviously, wasted sub. Didn't think they would be going Bug Buzz, though. Yeah, I mean, you got the same physical and special attack. I figured it would just be Leech Life, which is stronger. But being special is good to know. But we're just gonna Volt out here. It should do a decent chunk. That looks Eviolite to me for sure. Bug Buzz. I mean, they did so much to us. Bug Buzz, I mean, what are they gonna hit? I mean, I don't really want them to hit into Gothita. What about Alolan Sandshrew? I mean, if they're like, do they have Hydro Pump on this mon? They do. Like, a Hydro Pump would go crazy into me. I could go Gimme Ghoul, which will actually give me a speed boost. Funny enough. If I go Gimme Ghoul, I mean, we still take 1,000,000 to Hydro Pump. Yeah, a little bit of a tough spot, but we're gonna go out to it. Because a +1 speed boost would actually be really solid. So we're gonna Bug Buzz and just give it to us. Just 3 damage. Yeah, so we get that speed boost. And if they want to hit me with another one, like Nasty Plot looks kind of fire here. I also could just straight up Shadow Ball. We are faster than them, although we should never knock them out. I guess potentially like 1 roll to knock them out. I'll go for it in case they want to switch out to like Pawniard or something like that, preserve this mon. So they do just stay in. And they might get their web up. But yeah, that does nothing. You get a Spadef drop, it doesn't really matter. Because they do get their webs. That's totally fine. We have the freest Rapid Spin versus them. I really want to plot up here though. We're just gonna Shadow Ball. If they want to preserve, it's okay. But yeah, we're just gonna take them out. We're really gonna need to get those webs off the field, because it's just not a great start for me. Really wish I had brought my own hazards since they didn't bring the drill bird, but I thought the spins would be super free on me. I do have the gimme ghoul though, so maybe I should have thrown something on my my Sandshrew. It is what it is, as they're gonna go out to Pawniard, as expected. Now, I'm afraid of them being Swords Dance into like potentially Brick Break. Seems super scary. But we do have Timber, which I think is totally fine. Like, worst case scenario, we literally just Mach Punch them, and they should die. Even Eviolite should die in one. Ironhead would do a decent chunk to me if they want to go for it here, but I don't think they will. I think if anything, it would be more like a knockoff coming out here. We are going to get caught in the web. Annoying. And they Night Slash. Okay. Which does 3. Night Slash. 3 damage. That's like a minimum roll if they're Jolly and max infested. So I think that's what it is, and we just got a little bit lucky. Now, Grimer could very easily come out here. So I think I want to go back out to Sandshrew and Rapid Spin away. Yep, they do withdraw, and they are faster. Oh, obviously they're faster. As they do go Grimer. Awesome. Good read. Good read. Grimer, I mean, this thing is probably very Eviolite as well. Which definitely gets to it KO'd. Which is good. I don't know if this thing has Fire Punch, though. And if it does it knock me out? I guess I should have thought that through. If they're like max adamant, it will. We're gonna go for the spin though, as their Drain Punch. Oh, we live on 1 HP. Oh man. Living on 1 is huge. No more webs, as they are Black Sludge. That's interesting. Black Sludge is really interesting. Now, do I think they're going to be Shadow Sneak on this Mon, or no? Because if they are, I should swap. But I also could just knock them out with Earthquake. So I'm going to go for it. If they're Sneak, they're Sneak. They also might not know that I have Earthquake. And they could go out to like Gale Wings Fletchling, which would outspeed and out-prioritize my Ice Shard. So they do withdraw. Feel like it might be Fletchling then? It is. Yeah, good play, good play. And this thing should be just Gale Wings, right? Yeah, they're either Gale Wings or Big Peck, so I'm pretty sure they're going to be Gale Wings on this Mon. We're just going to go... I guess I can't really touch this thing with Gimme Ghoul. We could go Gothita, though. If they're Brave Bird from, like, Adamant 252. Brave Bird versus my Gothita. I mean, it's destroying me. I almost have to sack. I think I do. We're going to Ice Shard on the off chance they don't click move. Nah, they let us get an Ice Shard off. That's great. And they're going to click U-turn. Okay, so Sandshrew goes down, but we get huge damage on that thing. Which is really just keeping my... whatchamacallit? It's really keeping my Gimme Ghoul from being able to just beat down most of their team. Outside of Pawniard, obviously. We could see, like, Elekid come in here. Maybe a Growlithe as well, but I don't think Growlithe is a very good play enemy, because I think that just makes Shelder super duper free. So they do go Growlithe. Alright, if they're like, I don't know, Flare Blitz. Even from like a max attack thing into Shelder, it would do no damage. Let me just look at this thing's moveset. Obviously I can get Will-O-Wisp, which would be a little bit annoying. Wild Charge as well. If they miss Will-O-Wisp, I would just win on the spot. I also could go Gothita. Let's check out Gothita. I mean, I can 2-hit KO them with Psychic if they're not Eviolite. I think the play is to go out to Shelter here. They could potentially burn me here. But I'm just going to go for the Shell Smash. I guess if they're no investment, we just outspeed them. And we would kill with the Rock Blast. But we ball. We ball here for sure. We have huge defense, so they shouldn't be able to do very much. Even if this thing is like banded, it's not doing anything. We just have to worry about the Pawniard. And I think they do have the, you know, the priority with Sucker Punch plus Gale Wings. Oh, I guess they don't have Gale Wings anymore. But I was going to say, they might be able to break down Shelter even if I get a Smash Up without getting burned. Even if I get burned, we're in a great spot. As they do Willow, and they are faster. Yeah, a little bit unfortunate, but we could still be special, like they don't even know. And we do a ton to Elekid. If they're not Eviolite, they might just straight up die. Yeah, really wishing I ran special on this Mon now, though. Because Hydro Pump would destroy their team. But we're just going to get a Liquidation off, and it should knock out Growlithe. Growlithe with Eviolite. I guess it's not guaranteed. Let's Rock Blast here. And we do hit. Okay. Wow, this thing is incredibly bulky. It's gonna live this. 3, 4. Come on, give me a big roll. Big roll. Big roll. Ah, they live on 1. Unfortunate. And they Flare Blitz. They're gonna knock themselves out. They don't do very much. Yeah, that had to be max defense. Yeah, max defense on that thing, pretty much. And it's still like, it's still a roll. So they do bring out the Elekid now. We get to see if this thing is Choice Scarf. And we'll just click Icicle Spear, as they are Scarfed Elekid. Good to know. I had a feeling that that would come. But it means that they aren't super strong into my team. Gothita can, you know, just hit Psychic on it and do a ton of damage. Even if they bring out the Pawniard, I could go out to it. And no, that's probably dumb. But now we know like Mach Punch is going to do a ton from my Timber. Drain Punch will just knock it out from full. Mach Punch has rolls to a KO. But we are on the back foot right now. I really like Gimme Ghoul, but they do have a couple Pokemon that really stop it. As I think we should just be able to knock out Fletchling with Mach Punch here. Yeah, Mach Punch should be able to knock this thing out from Timber, so we're going to go for that. Yeah, this is some big damage from Mach Punch here. Maybe I shouldn't have risked it. But yeah, we do take him out. And they can't be Flame Body or anything like that. Iron Fist boosted does a ton of damage. And what do they bring in here? Like potential Elekid to try to revenge kill? I guess they can go out to Grimer. So they do go out to Elekid. Alright, so this guy's modest with Psychic. From 21, it never knocks me out. And we can Drain Punch this guy. I'm going for it. I feel like this guy is going to be Psychic. But we do have some investment. If they Volt Switch, that's okay. It's not going to do that much. Should do 9 damage. if they want to Volt, which would put me in range of Psychic even after I get some Drain Punch HP back. That's okay. Let's see what they do as they Volt. Yeah, good play. Does bring me down to 12. Wish I had a better move on here to hit the Grimer. But they're not Eviolite. So this Drain Punch actually should do a decent chunk. Yeah, they do go Grimer. Yeah, I mean, it's super, like, max defense. Super duper max defense. That's still, like, decent damage. We'll definitely take it. The Black Sludge is probably healing them 1. Alright, I'm just gonna go out to Gothita here. Just trap this thing. Because it's not the best in this endgame. Unless they doubled out, we should be fine here to trap it. As they just jab. Great. Does a ton of damage. And they get the poison. So if this thing is... Okay, if they're Sneak, this is bad. I don't think they're Sneak. I think they would have gone for it earlier. The issue is, from here, like... I don't want to let the Pawniard come in for free. So we're just gonna Psychic. I mean, we have to let them come in for free. Pawniard's a huge threat into me. But I mean... I don't know. It's gonna be tough. This endgame is super tough. If Pawniard goes down, Gimmighoul is great. How much does Night Slash do into Gimmighoul? It's just knocking me out pretty much. And Shadow Ball does pitiful damage as they go Elekid. That's fine by me. What else do I have in the back? Yeah, I guess I have my Volt Orb. Alright, I guess I'm just gonna click Psychic here. We already knew they were Scarfed. So I guess we get the freest Timber though, which is great. Like, Pawniard super dies. Even if they're like max HP with Eviolite, they die. They have to have significant like HP and defense investment for them to just not die. Yeah, let me Mach Punch here. If they go to Elekid, this is fine as well. At least I think it's fine. Because we sack Voltorb. I mean, it really comes down to some 50-50s here in this endgame. I don't know if Mach Punch is 2-KOing Elekid. With no Eviolite, it's a roll. As they do just let us have Pawniard. I think we should be okay then. I think so. And they're gonna have to lock themselves into Psychic, I think. Thunderbolt doesn't kill unless they're Modest. Even then, Modest Thunderbolt isn't killing. Yeah, it has to be Psychic. And even Modest Psychic, we have rolls to live. Timid or Modest, it doesn't really matter. We're just gonna Mach. Yeah, do just about 50. As they are T-Bolt, we should live this every time. Yes, we do. We get parried. I don't think it matters. We're gonna go for another Mach. We do get it. We don't get the roll, not quite. But Elekid is locked into Thunderbolt. Gimmighoul should be able to eat it up and finish it off with Shadow Ball. Gimmighoul has plenty of HP at this point. Technically, if they get the max roll, they can 2-KO me here. but we should be able to eat it. Come on. Okay, they didn't get it. No para. Good game to our opponent. Very tough one. Scary endgame there. With Elekid just barely living 2 Mach Punches from Timber, but Gimme Ghoul coming in clutch. Glad I brought this set, but should have brought Hazards because they would have been really great here. But good game to Fauster. And yeah, if you guys do enjoy the Little Cup Draft League content, please be sure to leave a like and a sub so you can see the next battle that'll come out next week. That's it for me. See you guys in the next one. Peace.